Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a quick overview for the Really Great Wing Gundam EW. It's not going to be a comprehensive one since probably a lot of reviewers have done so already. And, I kind of want to try this different approach on this. So I'll probably go over a few things in terms of my build experience, certain gimmicks. I'll probably do the transformation. And that's about it. I'm not gonna go in detail about articulation and stuff like that, or showing how I built it. It's gonna be already built after this segment here. But yeah, anyways, it's a really nice kit. The Wing Gundam EW, for those who are not familiar, we're kind of wondering, the Wing Gundam doesn't look like that. And you might think, is it endless volts because of the EW? Well, it's a new redesign. They're using the term EW, in which they've kind of combined the best from the different designs of the Wing Gundam and combined it together. And yeah, it's kind of like a redesigned Wing Gundam. And we have the Wing Zero custom shoulders over there, which I like. And it's a really nice one. It's actually one of my favorite design of the Wing Gundam, other than Wing Zero. And here we go. So here's the box art. I got mine from Tatsu Hobby. It's probably available still. I'll provide the link down below if you're interested. And let's take a look inside. Alright, let's start first with the bird mode, or the mobile armor mode. And it looks great. I like it. And this is after panel lining and adding the sticker sheet, which for the most part I do like the Real Great sticker sheet. It is quite comprehensive, for the most part easy to apply, and it does give out a lot more detail on the kit. Though I kind of wish it's water slide, but just looking at the red markings here and there on the wings, caution signs, it's all over the place. Although one thing that I don't like is this kind of like silver chrome stickers here on the joints, especially on the back of the leg and the elbow. They never work out for me. Every time I apply it, it gets scratched. There's even one at the side of the wings there. Yeah, so that's part of the gimmick. We can open that up. That's really nice. And on this mode, there's really not much articulation. I mean, you can pull this back a little bit more. There we go. Well, one side does want to go. There we go. So he can probably do a nosedive with this, or make it more streamlined. Yeah. And it stretches all the way up with that rifle right there. And I think that's pretty much it in terms of this. If you are wondering, I'm using Action Base Mini, which I've kind of went over previously. It's great for 1/44 scale and super deform. Anyways, let's go ahead and transform this. Right, the transformation doesn't really take much, but let's take a look at this. So it's the same base or connection point for either the bird mode or the Gundam mode. And probably the first thing we want to do is take out the top part here. It's actually kind of delicate because we have the V-fin there, and it's actually latched on here on the back. So let me see if I can free that. There's a C-clip there. There we go. Everything's still there. Yep. So there's a clip right there, as you can see, which clips right here. Another thing is that there's another clip here, and basically we're just gonna push this up and connect it. First time I'm doing this, I have a problem getting this backpack to stay on. I'm not sure if it's gonna be the same thing here. Let's hope for the best. And there we go. That's what I'm fearing about. Yeah, you get this clip here, and it's a weird way of how to mount this. Yeah, it's just every time I try to put it on, it pops off. You just gotta have it on the right angle. There we go. I guess that works. Maybe I'm doing it in a weird way that it keeps popping off every time I try to push it on. Another thing I want to point out is this shoulder here. This shoulder actually easy to pop off. And when I try to put it on, it does not tend to grab on the shoulders. These are actually two gray pieces, and I would highly recommend to just glue it in place. That way it will hold and you get a better grip. Now this is in has a little kind of mechanism that you can slide out and slide out here, which allows you to move the shoulder down. And here we go. Instructions said you can just do it here, but I am not successful. Well, maybe now, but before I wasn't. We can remove this, or we can actually attach this, but I guess on the Gundam mode you don't. And you twist this around. There we go. These are actually really fragile. I already broke this part here. Yeah, so be careful. There we go. And we have the wing Gundam here. Really nice. And let's go ahead and touch some of the weapons, accessories. Alright, so we have the shield here. It does contain the beam saber hilt here, which is on a tab. Getting it out could be a little troublesome since there's just no way to pop this out. There we go. Yeah. So you got that tab there, but the other end of the, or the top part of the hilt is hitting that top, or that side of the shield. But anyways, once you got it out, you only have one hilt though. But you do have two of these green effect parts. But I only took one out of the runners. It's quite nice. And let's just grab one of the hands here. And I'm using the closed fist. You have this one for the weapons. And I think, yeah. So you can either use this one or actually use the real great hands, which are the superposable ones, but those never worked out for me. I'm talking about this one here, which you can individually move each digit, but well, except for the three fingers, they're all actually combined, but you can bend them, make them a closed fist or whatever you need it to be. It's just too fragile. And it's great that they've added this, because from what I recall, the first Gundam for the real grade didn't have that. So here we go. We have this, and we can just pop this off easily. There we go. Get this in here. All right. And we have the shield here. You do have a connection part here, which you can connect in this configuration. This mounts onto the back side of the hand. There we go. And just goes over. And there you go. You got the shield. Quite nice. But what if you want to add this ones? So we're going to go over that next. These are nice. You get this each individual kind of like ammo pack. You can roll them. But putting on this one, I had a little bit of trouble. Yeah, it seems like you're gonna really bend the rifle back just to get this in there. So I had a little difficulty on those. But yeah, it's a nice rifle. Yep. And here we go. Let's go attach this instead. Likewise, this will have a tab as well. Makes it a lot easier for you to grab onto something. Here we go. Get the rifle here. And we're just gonna mount it. There we go. And I just popped that off again. And that's what I'm talking about. So that's how it popped off the first time. I was trying to bend it. Well, time to glue it again. Yeah, well, grab your favorite super glue. I like to use the super glue by Loctite with the gel control. It has a little bit of time to play around. Basically meaning it doesn't dry right away. So just wick a little bit of glue there. And more than often it's gonna pop off again. So yeah, it is what it is. And make sure you put it the right direction, because it kind of tapers off differently. Yep, so you can apply it, push it in. It's probably popped off several times already. And it's not gonna be perfect, but you kind of just try to align it as much as you can. Yeah, there's gonna be excess super glue as always. Let's grab some toothpick. Gonna clean that off. Yeah, it's thing that you don't want. And yeah, there we go. Just trying to get it as flush as possible, because you can glue it in place and it's gonna be off. Kind of like right now, it's still a little bit off. And this is where you're gonna give it a little bit more focus. And just gonna let it dry for maybe 5 minutes. Alright, so while waiting for that, let's kind of go over the other aspect. Yeah, it's still drying and hopefully it stays. So make sure the wings are out of the way. Alright, so for other gimmicks, there is a gimmick up here on the shoulder. You get a shoulder Vulcan, which are kind of like a Gatling gun. And when you look closely, there we go. Quite nice. I like it. It's kind of hard to show the eyes because of how the stickers are. It's kind of hidden down there. And one thing I want to point out, there is that clear or the green sticker for the chest. You gotta be careful putting that on, because for me, I had a Twizzler and before I know it, it popped off and almost hit my face, and I don't know where it is. Turns out it's just somewhere in my shirt. Yeah, be careful putting little stickers here and there, and there's quite a bit of them. There's also one on top of the chest. There's 4 pieces of them. Quite be a nightmare. But you just gotta be careful and take your time. Another gimmick is you can pop this out. There we go. Actually, the whole, even the jewel comes out too. And it's kind of like part of its gimmick. I can't remember what that is for, or if that's how he gets out of the cockpit, but that's a given gimmick. There we go. For this circular parts here, it's gray. Some of you might like it blue. There is an extra piece on the runners that you can swap out. There's actually a couple of extra pieces. And I wonder if they're going to go with a Wing Zero really grade as well. It'll be nice. Again, really great details on this. I like it. You get a two-tone and white. You get the gray here. In terms of the really great bend, as you can see, this thing moves. You get the knee here. I mean, it's still exposed. That's kind of how it is for a lot of real grades. It's not too bad. Then you get the foot here with that toe movement. Really nice. I like it. Yeah, overall, it's a really nice kit. And on the wings here, you have this movable flaps, which is kind of cool. Usually you just see that fix on like high grades or super deform. And you also have this movable part here. Yeah, really nice articulation. For the wings, you get that joint there. You can move this up and down. You know, for the most part, yeah, you can do a lot of poses with those wings. Really nice. Anyways, I think that's dried enough. Let's swap back the rifle. Alright, so we got the rifle here, and actually I just could have just went over that, but I want to show is what if you want to add this on. I know this is only for the bird mode, but what if you want to add this as well? Now putting this on here kind of gets in a way of putting this. Let me just demonstrate that here. Got that on there, and be careful those yellow pieces. Yeah, putting this on. Actually, you might have to open that up. Attach this here somehow. There we go. And it's not letting me. Of course. Finding that, where is that connection? There we go. Alright, so I got it in there, putting the shield on again. Here goes the shoulder. But yeah, there's not enough clearance. So what to do? Well, you just flip it over. Yep. You pop this out, put this on the other side, like so. And you might want to just flip this around. There we go. Let's get this shoulder thing. There we go. Now we do this from the front side. There we go, and kind of just, yeah, he floats around. He's not really holding it. It's mounted on his forearm, but it does the trick. So especially if you just want to have it all together. Likewise, same thing on the other side. Again, make sure it's out of the way. Push this back and connect this. There we go. Now you have everything on the Wing Gundam EW. And let's do some action shot. Kinda spread out his legs. There we go. And wish I could get the wings a little bit further, but there we go. Really nice kit. Has a lot of gimmicks I've shown. It is a bit fragile. Especially the V-fin as well. It's really small, and luckily I haven't broke that yet. Only that on the side or the forearm. Yeah, be careful on this kit. Otherwise, it's a fun build. Didn't really have any issues other than what I mentioned, as well as the back, the backpack. But as you can see, I managed to put it on. But yeah, really great kit. I highly recommend getting it, especially if you're a fan of the Wing Gundam series. Other than picking up, I'm not sure if they have the high grade EW. They have the master grade, that's for sure. Even a robot Tabashi, and even a super deform. But I can't remember if they made one for high grade already. But here we go. We have the real grade, really nice. And again, I got mine from Tatsu Hobby. And that's about it for this review, or a quick review. Anyways, hope you guys like it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.